Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Starscream, Armada Starscream. Yes, I have been on a mainline kick lately. My local Walmart has been sitting with the same exact stock for about 4 months now. And then all of a sudden I get all these new figures, and I just kind of went hog wild and just bought a bunch of them. And like the Inferno, I ain't gonna keep. Just, yeah. So yeah, here he is in his jet mode. Very reminiscent of the Armada version. Still smaller. And a lot of things just don't seem to want to stay tabbed in on this guy. Like, he's not a very secure figure. I will say that. There's little bits like, so like here, there's little tabs here and here that should plug into there, and it's like it kind of goes in, but it doesn't really. This doesn't totally stay in the way it should. These pieces don't always stay in, and then the wings kind of just do whatever they want to do. Yeah, it's not the greatest design of it. And then it comes with, looks like the Star Saver. I think that's what they called it. Yeah, it's supposed to be 3 different mini-cons plugged in together. So, and then it comes with a sword, which it's kind of nice to have the wing blade without having to take one of his wings off or part of the wing off, like we've had in the past. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. You can fold these up to have the cannons going forward. If you have blast effects, you can plug those in. But other than that, there's not really much more to him. So let's go ahead and get him transformed. So fold the arms down, open this panel here, and you can flip the hand out. And then we can untab the legs. They kind of get a little funky in there, but you just kind of have to just pull them until they come out. And then you take this, fold that in, fold that down, heel spur. And then you take this, and this will fold up, pulling out the head, and then you take the nose cone here, and this will fold in, and right? No, I guess not. These just fold to the side, so it kind of tabs into place. You fold the wings forward like this, and then this can come down and should lock in. There we go, and there you go. For what he's supposed to be, he's good. In general, but the Armada designs weren't super fun either. Some were interesting, but I do fondly remember Armada, but this was not one of those fondly remembered figures for me. And but it does do it better than the original does, so I will give him that. So head is on a ball peg, so you get left and right, little up, little down. These do fold forward, so you can do the cannon shooting thing. The original toy, you had to have a mini-con to do that. I do wish there was an extra hinge in here, so you can fold him flat on his back, just to kind of clean that backpack up, because that's a little annoying, don't you think? The wings do hinge backwards, so they can kind of move how you need to. Shoulders swivels around, hinges up. Bicep swivel, this will hinge back. And then there's a double bend elbow. And then the wrist, nothing at the wrist. It is painted black though, so kudos to them for painting a little bit more than they have to. Waist swivel. Hips up to there, back to there, out to the side. I kind of wish there was a ratchet in there just to kind of give it a little bit more stability. Bends at the knee, pretty good bend there. The foot rocks and tilts back and forth. And then, let's see here, you can hold his sword. And you can hold this sword. And there you go. And here he is next to the Starscream. So yeah, it's not my favorite. I will give him a 9 out of 10. It's a high score, even though he's not a favorite for me. And I wouldn't put him on a high recommend unless you're into the Armada line. For, again, what he is and what he needs to do, and at the price point that he cost, he hits all of that out of the park. It's just, for me, not the most ideal looking character. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I think it does what it's supposed to do, and it does it really well. I think the only real, some ratchets in the hips would have been nice, just to give it a little bit more stability. And I would really have liked to see these things fold down so that we can, or does it? It does. Never mind. I retract that. Okay. Never mind. Yep. Okay. Okay. So yeah, 10. He's a 10. There you go. It's just once you get that back piece locked in, like this red back piece, so it wants to lock in. There's tabs here and ports here and here. So it wants to lock in like that. So once you have that locked in, it ain't going anywhere, which is kind of a cool feature. But once you undo that, then you can fold the whole assembly down, and then that it doesn't lock in, but it does hold back there pretty well. So it cleans them up a lot better. So hopefully all you people that were raging out on me, like, it does fold down when I was talking about it earlier, hopefully you guys held off on the post button until you saw that I figured it out. So yeah, like I said, I think he does what he does well. It's not my most ideal Starscream design. However, I will say, if we get the Thundercracker, Skywarp, and the Ramjet out of this, I wouldn't complain. Because the Thundercracker was, or the Power Link Starscream, because he even says in the cartoon, "Oh, I look like Thundercracker now." So I would like to see that, and he's in the blue, and then there's the Skywarp, which is the black and the purple, of course. But he had a whole different head. With more of a grill and a fin on the top. And then they used that one for Ramjet in the Universe line, I believe. So I would at least get the Thundercracker and Skywarp. I don't know if I'd get the Ramjet as well, but I would love to have, I think Seekers need to come in groups of 3, so I would love to have 3 Seekers, just to kind of fill out ranks on the Seekers, for Seekers and stuff. So yeah, I do recommend him if you're a fan of Armada. Yep, I'm eating my words now. Yeah, it's a pretty good figure. I don't have a lot of negative to say about it, because it does everything that it's supposed to do, and it does it right. So I guess jet mode could lock in a little bit tighter. That's really all I got. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm enjoying it more the more I'm messing with it. So yeah, I don't regret this purchase at all. I do regret the Inferno purchase, but I do not regret this one at all. It's growing on me pretty quickly here. So yeah, I guess that's all I got.